StreamYard is sharing.
We live. They got us.
Ninja-ish.
Well, we got feedback anyway.
Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Negus. Negus. Negus.
Hustle Hotep, what's going on, brother?
Well, ain't nothing changed but the oppressors.
Not many brothers people. Period. Less than 1%, bro. Less than 1%.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So and out of that less than 1%, is less than 1% of black. You know what I'm saying? So holla at me. Like I said, don't get it twisted because I don't got the interview voice. I'll run laps around you.
Deacon clearly ain't got no filter, and and the bishop he working on it, but God ain't finished with me yet either. So welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. Not everyone needs to believe in your dreams, but you do.
We want to encourage you if you got a dream or an idea, bet on yourself.
And supporting is like, sharing, and reviewing, but supporting is also sending that money in.
P.I.M.P.I.N.G, positively influencing my people in negotiating growth.
Yo, bro, you was reading books for peace, son. You on a different level of poor, yeah.
I do. This is almost like free consulting. Hit that Cash App because we giving y'all free game away on here.
Hey, yo, bro, y'all ain't never did nothing, yo. Y'all ain't never been the best at your local YMCA. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even imagine the immense pressure that it is just to stay on top.
Look, y'all. Welcome to the church. The good deacon and the bishop. We doing it ourselves, and we want to encourage you. Look here, think again. Start asking the right questions to grow and help other people grow.
BIngham looking like two chains. So let's get to the Jesse of the week.
Put it up, brother. I don't even think I need to say much. Just put it up. Y'all see that headline? Our Jesse of the week is Trick Daddy, who defends eating booties. And that's who you got rolling your blunt and passing it to you.
Oh, you won't learn to laugh today. You getting that medicine with that candy right now.
That's our show, y'all.
Yeah.
It's about love.
If they ain't about truth, you might have to check them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. If they boys in blue, then you might have to read them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them.
Welcome to the church. Pimpin' niggas, positively influencing my people. I'm the good BIngham Bishop Hustle Hotep.
Yeah, you're a Hustle Hotep. You got it right, finally, yo. Episode 61, you got it right.
And who are you, sir? Let's see you get yours right.
I am the Deacon Bethea, Deacon DeTravius, aka I got a whole bunch of AKAs. I don't want to bite nobody's style, but I'm here, man. Welcome to the church. Please tell the people what this show is about, brother.
Man, this show is about us positively influencing our people in negotiating growth, sharing what we do. It's a comedy edutainment show that delivers unfiltered and unapologetic opinions on life. If you've been with us before, you know, hey, sometimes we go against the grain, but we talking about life, business, love, finances. We try to balance the righteous and the ratchet. And if you don't know who or what a Negus is, you need to look it up. Please pray for us. And the good deacon gonna tell you about that word Negus.
Yeah. So we please. Well, I gotta rewind it, right? You can say whatever you want to say, but please don't call me and the good bishop the NIGGA and the NIGGER when referring to us as we talk about the show. Because you might, I'm all about peace, but he might, I don't know what that joker might do sometimes. You know what I mean? He get in his bag, as they say, as the youngest would say, they still saying that. He's 6'1", 6'2", You know what I mean? He growing his hair, trying to get his strength. He on his what's the dude from the Bible name? Samson. He on the Samson joint right now. You don't want no problem with that joker. But you can say whatever you want to say. It's consequences and repercussions. But we are Negus. Negus. You saw the video. Now go back and watch it. All right, man. Let's hop into this joint. Do you got anything to promote before we hop into it? Let's do that first.
I'm gonna promote you. I'm gonna be your cootie. What's his name for Kanye? Yeah, we come a long way, man. This is what episode 61. We got a website up. We working it. We ran across some technical difficulties. We starting our YouTube page and adding all of our old videos and tagging them appropriately. But y'all go check out pimpinnegas.com. Get some merch. You get your allegedly shirt, your I supported a black business sticker. And oh, by the way, my sister came back to me. She went to Essence Fest and told me she seen a design similar to ours. We got ours trademarked. So
yeah, we got our trademark. Yeah, you put that
out there trying to steal our It's a Bob concept. It's already in commerce. When you get big, we just gonna find you, and we gonna have to.
Yeah, we definitely gonna find you. We gonna let you eat for now. We gonna let you
go ahead and eat.
Yeah, we gonna let you eat, but we coming for that bag. So don't.
We did it right. We did everything right. The paperwork. We legit. We got to get some certificates or something. Maybe I'll put them back there like you do.
Yeah. You should get the certificates because I think you put that application in, so you should get it.
Yeah, but yeah, y'all check pimpinnegas.com out. We ain't .org, .net. We ain't on no bootleg stuff. We trying to do it right, y'all. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram. My good brother, the Deacon, is on Twitter. Definitely follow us because I'm going to release some. Family did some research on dividend stocks. This is off the topic. But after the podcast, I'm going to post some of the research, the numbers, help y'all out that we did to where, let's say you got $1,000. How much can your $1,000 make for you? In the bank, it ain't going to make you much at all.
Yeah. So I would Google dividend achievers and just read up on that.
Put that in the chat. I'm gonna put that in the chat.
Yeah, dividend achievers and read and research on that. This is all just for educational purposes. The good bishop gonna share what he got because that's an interesting question. If you got $1,000, how does that? I'm interested in seeing it myself. You be sending me stuff. You stop sending me stuff now that you got made a little bit.
I should be charging you, Jesse's, but this is the negotiating growth. I'm teaching my 10-year-old. I went to a movie premiere. We always spend a little bit of time catching up with each other at the beginning of the show. Went to a TV series premiere and was told that this little 11-year-old, he wrote the script. He the main actor. Shout out to, and of course he Nigerian. They just move different. I always say I'm Igbo. I ain't taking no DNA test, but deep down inside, my ancestors is Igbo. I know I'm Nigerian because that drive is different. But 11-year-old wrote the script, got the director. His mom helped him out with all of this. It's like a Doogie Howser TV series where he's in real life. He's a businessman. He's a multiple published author. He got multiple books out there. But one of the guys that was there was this 14-year-old who was a millionaire at 11 years old. His mom taught him stock options, and I had never heard of him on Instagram. His name is The Truth. I'll pull up all of his stuff, but we trying to grow, y'all, generational wealth and all of that. And it's time. We've been talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. What got me into this dividend thing was, look, I'm trying to see how can I make my money work for me. One of the principles that we've been talking about it from the book is poor people and middle class people work for money, and the rich make their money work for them. So trying to transition into
I think I've been telling you about the dividend stocks for a minute, man. You wasn't listening to me.
You ain't been telling me nothing.
Yeah, we gotta go check the record, man. I've been telling you.
Right. That's what I was about to say. We got all these videos out here. Stop, Jack. Y'all see the good deacon. Y'all
I've been telling everybody about dividend stocks, man. Because those are the main ones. that I look into, because it did when people when you get off and when everybody go on, they Google dividend and cheese, you're gonna see why I be talking about them so much. Because it's like I forgot what percentage of the stock market growth is came from stocks that give regular dividends, and dividend achievers. They got a couple ETFs out there that you don't even gotta really pick one. You can just pick the ETF. But now that's what's up, man. So that's what's up. So you've been telling me about options. You've been like,
this is being recorded. Don't be a Joe. I want you to have some of them dividend stocks you talking about now.
Yo, where's Joe, man?
Don't start for the net.
Yo, Joe would be a multi-billionaire, man, if he was really but anyway, let's start the show. I think we should go get in hot with who we are. Let's do that review quick. Well,
say what?
Who we are. Let's review that real fast. Well, not fast, but let's review it, man.
Who we you done threw me off the thing. That's fine. Go ahead. Let's
what you want to start with? Only reason I'm saying let's start with that because it was kind of left over from 2 shows ago. But we can start with the plan though.
All right. I'm adding the tab. That's what we do. We figure it out like Skip and
oh, you got it at the bottom. I had it up too. Okay.
And Shannon. The first thing we was talking about was the Great Resignation.
Let's talk about that then. Yeah, cool.
This is where you get your flowers. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. This is how Denzel was doing. Man. From our training day. I've been telling people, man, the Great Resignation, regret it. It means bosses can take back power. Well, I shared that somebody was disagree with me, but I was telling them, I was like, it's a different animal when you are going on your own 365. You know what I'm saying? 7 days a week, 365. That's 365, 24/7, 365. And apparently, like, people having issues with, quitting their job, and now they regret it. Like, everybody's not built to, do business on their own. It takes a lot of time, training. So this could be a plug. Well, this is a plug. That's why I have my my online business course to train you how to get right and at least start off right. It's available on Eventbrite. Matter of fact, let me just I got the window up right now. Let me hold it. Let me pop my collar real quick and just show people what's going on.
Go ahead.
It's a good brother. Yeah. Hold on. Let me share it real quick. You can put me on the what's the name? I'm just gonna get my screen up.
And while you trying to do that, part of this Great Resignation, it was good as long as everybody else was hiring. You was able to hop jobs. Now, even Microsoft has announced they pulling back a lot of the positions because they think a recession is coming in the fall and the winter. So all the people who quit their jobs and didn't have another job, or I'm gonna have a hot girl, city girl summer, and then I'm gonna come back. They thinking twice about that now. There you go.
Yeah, and so really what this program is for, start a $1 million woman. Can do the other look. I like the other one.
Right there.
There you go. And it's basically, it gives you the tools and the documents. So there's legal documents in there. It's coaching available. There is it's a community. So we helping each other build each other up. And $1 million is actually not as hard to achieve as people think. You just got to be patient and diligent and put in the work. Like you got to put in the work, right? There's no way around it. There's no way around putting in the work, and you got to have money to invest in yourself and your business, as we always promote. You got to have money to invest in, because you're not just going to get it just saying you don't got no money to invest. Because you're going to have to be a part of a couple of organizations. You're going to have to be able to fill out this paperwork. But basically, we go step by step, man, and we tell you how to get to the bag. And it's up to you. There's no guarantees, but it's up to you. And this is better than I don't know how many programs out there. I'm sure it's a lot, but this is practical. I like practical information. So all this information is practical that you can institute right away. And it's for sale. So I'll share the link.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So that's a plug. So back to what I was about to say, like I was saying, it's different when you, and we talked about this when we was first doing this. It's different when you kill what you eat and you do that full time, man. That's a different type of animal, different type of discipline, different type of prayer you got to make, different type of family support.
Yeah, you definitely need some support. So if you're one of those people that resigned and you know, you thought you was gonna have a hot summer and then get back to it. I think we talked about most people before you do any moves on your main income, you're supposed to have like 6 months worth of savings to cover your expenses and all of that. Ironically, this game we played, Trey was laughing at me. I'm gonna get some videos from the wife. We was playing the rat race from Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I thought it was
cash flow.
Cash flow.
How to get out the rat race.
Yeah.
And he was laughing at me because I was poor. And then look, and then I landed on the space to have some kids. And it was like, yo, he's like, you can't even afford no more kids. He reached his dream early and cashed out and was rich and whatever. Discovered a ancient city or something like that. He loved history and was just clowning me. He was chuckling like a baby, just cracking up as me and Tierra continued to play the game to try to see who was going to reach their dream first. And I was the poorest one, and it was
well, how you become the poorest one, bro? You let them win on purpose, man?
I took a very early loan to show them how the loan process works. Gotcha. And I only got like 40% on like a car wash business. He had an automated business in a great place that gave him 80% return on investment. And then Tierra got something for like 67%. And they was able, so you get out the rat race, and this is real life. So it's teaching you got like the income statement sheet and everything. You get out the rat race when your passive income exceeds your monthly expenses. Because
I actually have I ain't gonna go get it now. I haven't played the adult version. I have the kid version, teenage version. But it's the same concept. It's just, you know.
Yeah, I recommend it, y'all. It was
Kiyosaki. What's his last first name?
I forget his name.
Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's his whole brand. It's Rich Dad Poor Dad. You go. The game is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? So you probably can find it on eBay if that's what the route you want to take. If you money is the issue.
Yeah, or Amazon, but I think it was like $70. But your financial literacy education, you know, what's the price you're gonna put on that? Teaching your kids about assets and liabilities and dividends and passive income. So, I mean, that's.
Now I know it had to be something why you lost, yo, because you pretty sharp dude. I was like.
It's all on the rolls and the cards you get.
Part of it is luck.
Yeah, the opportunities that you get. I mean, I eventually ended up with the most money, but you know, he reached his dream before me, and Tierra reached her dream. I was in the rat race a little while longer because I had kids, which adds to your monthly expenses, and I had to take out loans, so loan payments and all of that good stuff. But the point is, it was a good game. I forgot why I brought it up. The great we were talking about 6 months. Yeah, if you're one of those people who resign and listen to Beyonce and all of that, and the market is dried up, keep the faith. We're gonna pray for you. And as the good deacon said, entrepreneurship ain't for everybody. That takes some discipline, and I would contend entrepreneurship take a lot of faith too. Either
I was telling.
Yeah.
I was telling people, I think I might have said this on the show too. I think also start looking into buying a business too. Like buying already existing profitable business versus starting on your own. If I had to do it all over again, that's what I would do. It will take a little longer to process to learn it, but man, building something on your own is hard, bro.
Building anything. Don't I know it, but you know, and we'll get to this a little later in the show. You got to believe faith is underlying everything. Whatever you want to do, you either got to believe in yourself, believe in your skills, believe in whatever it is, the market, whatever. Faith is a big deal to keep going, or you're just going to be scared. And like we was talking about in the game last night, the reason I did the loan first off for the first business was to show them, hey, scared money don't make no money. You can keep it in the bank and keep it protected. You're going to get the 13 cents off of $100,000 after a year. That's all you're going to make. Like while the bank is putting your money somewhere else, making plenty money off of it. So we done strayed all the way into to money, but think again. That's the segment.
Nah, but that's what it's about. Because at the end of the day, you know, we don't know where people find this content at or when they find it. Like, this conversation might be the spark, man. Like, because I learned all this. So I got to give my mom credit because she was always on top of like savings, credit. And I think I told you and the people I found my financial independence plan that I made when I was I think I made it when I was 21 years old. I was looking at this joint. I was like, damn, I was sure. I said, if I did 10% of this, but that's go with that discipline part. I didn't have the discipline. I was young. You know, it is what it is. But you know, life is life though, man.
You was stunning. Think again. Our next segment. Think again. Hey man, they saying monkeypox is out here now. I came on and was honest with the audience last week that COVID came through my family. We was out there living our vax life, and we done finally recovered. The daughter and the wife came through, and everybody's good. But real quick, y'all, and I saw an article too. I don't think I pulled it up, but it's apparently hitting down here in Atlanta bad, and it's hitting the alphabet community a lot.
Hey, yeah, don't get us fired. Yo.
I just shorten it to the alphabet community. You know, if you know, you know. But the monkeypox, y'all be careful out there. That's our Think Again segment. Jesse of the week.
Hold on, I thought we had something else for Think Again, yo. I thought we was gonna go deeper.
We did. Great resignation and monkeypox. Read the script, Gladys.
Got you.
Gosh. Have you ever seen Napoleon Dynamite? You remember? Did you?
I never seen it. What happened?
Oh, it's hilarious, man. Okay, he was awkward. Anyway, this police chief in Mississippi, y'all be careful out there, man. These people.
That's what my twin is in now. My twin is in what? Alabama. But yeah, I don't want to say his name. He be in Atlanta.
No, he's in Atlanta now. I'm gonna see our boy tonight. Police chief fired after racist recording leaks. I shot that. This is, as the good deacon told you, don't use that word, the N word, 119 times. We listened to a little bit of it. Listen to how
you kill him on cold blood. I will articulate to fix the problem.
A shocking confession caught on tape as a Mississippi police chief brags about killing 13 people in the line of duty, all while using racist slurs.
I have shot and killed in the line of duty 13 different people. You shot that 119 times. Okay? I mean, I saved 67 kids in a vehicle was shot 319 times. But he was hit 119 times by me.
Audio obtained by the Mississippi Center for Investigative Reporting through civil rights organization Julian features a recording of Lexington Police Chief Sam Dobbins. The audio was obtained by another officer, Robert Lee Hooker, who called it, quote, appalling, racist, hateful, and detrimental to the welfare of the people. Hooker resigned from the Lexington PD last week, citing a toxic work environment. In late July, the Lexington Board of Aldermen voted to fire Dobbins. An interim police chief has since been appointed. For the latest developments in this case and anything true crime, stay with Law and Crime Network.
What's your thoughts, brother?
Yeah,
we didn't talk about it beforehand. We was gonna save it.
Nah, so when I saw it, I was like, I'm not surprised though, man. I want to know who he was talking to because it sounded like the person he was talking to the person sounded black. I know y'all be like, yo, what up? You know, we don't what sounding black. All these, fake woke people that come up here. You know what sounding black? What you know what that means? So the dude that he sounded like he was talking to was black. So it'd be interesting. Like, how comfortable was he with that dude? The dude obviously set him up. Whoever he was talking to obviously set him up. And shout out to them for setting him up because now this is content for us and getting that joker out the paint. But I'm not surprised, man. Especially in Mississippi, I'm not surprised at all. Like, it is one of those things, and I think it's gonna be a great bridge into, the movie review. But yeah, what you was thinking about it, man? Because I wasn't surprised at all.
I'm not surprised. And that was my first time looking at the news report, the article. I didn't look at it before. I had seen it on IG. Robert Lee Hooker. That sound like, look, maybe Uncle Ruckus woke up, because I agree. It sounded like he was talking to a brother. But again, he resigned like a week ago, citing a hostile work environment. Bruh finna get paid. And I think he's going to set a precedent of, hey, all you black cops that say if you snitch or you do the right thing, that, because we've seen it before, where people have tried to do the right thing, police officers stop their homies from acting reckless or something, and then they get ostracized. So that's kind of been like the knock. If you say you got law enforcement in your family, I don't have any in my family, but you know, from the movies and what I've seen from the articles and different things like that, it's like they're in a catch-22. If they try to do the right thing, then their career get limited or whatever. So dude showing the blueprint, just record them Jessies, quit, and then go ahead and file you a suit. He's going to get paid. That is a hostile work environment, especially if he's a black man. And as you said, this dude felt so comfortable that he was just 119 times.
Yeah, he was running his mouth crazy. That's why the dude, Robert Lee Hooker, right? That's the dude that recorded it.
Yeah.
And Robert Lee Hooker set him up, bro. And you know, it is what it is. Like, he should have known better. But Robert Lee Hooker probably had that Joker real comfortable. Like, I don't like them either.
Right, yeah. He felt comfortable for a reason to be talking that mess.
He was talking crazy. I don't even talk that crazy. And I'm black.
Right, yeah, nah, he was reckless. Well, you're the Negro P.I.M.P.I.N.G.
I'm Negro P.I.N.G. Yeah. He had.
But I mean, you're right. Not being surprised. I saw where I didn't look at the actual video, but apparently. And it's unfortunate that there's so many people out there that they had a man who was handcuffed and shot in the back of the head on the ground with a knee in his back. And he just got shot. I think his name's like Scott Roderick or something like that. But speaking of police, you know, I'm not surprised either. You told me about this one. We could go to the Minneapolis thing and you could tell people about it.
So this is a story. The dude, his name is Teko. I should have known. I should have got his name right before we got on air.
That's cool.
Yeah. But he basically, what ended up happening was he shot at towards his neighbor and her two kids in the building, and then the police were called, and it was like a 6-hour standoff. They end up killing them. The reason I brought this up, because this was one of the topics I brought up, and she was basically going in. So you got the video up? No, I got the video up for going in.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Basically, she was saying, so she was like, they was out protesting Black Lives Matter. I'm putting in quotes because I don't know if it's what they're doing now and how they organize. I don't think they really organize nationally. They all Minneapolis Black Lives Matter. I'm assuming that's who it was. Came out there was saying like, you know, we want answers, basically how this unarmed man was killed or whatever. And then Shorty drove up because they had it barricaded off, and it was because they lived in an apartment building. She was like, where was y'all all these years? Because he was like 20, 21 years old. I seen 2 headlines, so I don't know which one was accurate, 20 and 21. I'm saying, where were you when he needed y'all the prior years? Y'all been knew he had issues. It's been an issue. So he was talking to the people that was in the community. Like, y'all knew who this guy was. Y'all knew he had issues, but y'all wasn't doing anything. Now that he's dead, y'all all out here trying to, you know, act like y'all concerned and y'all want answers. And then she was like, what about me though? She's like, he shot at me and my kids. She's like, I'm armed to carry. If I would have shot him, y'all would have been out here for me, protecting me. I was just like, yo.
And this article is on Fox News, so you know Fox love that. She armed to carry. She looked like she might be different ethnicity. I can't really tell, but
she's light skinned. She light skinned it. She might be Latino, but she's definitely of some type of Afro descent.
Diasporan.
Yeah. Diaspora. Yeah, for sure. All right, I got it.
You got it.
But it was kind of. And, you know, I don't want nobody to text. But I find humor in a lot of things. I should have been a comedian. Like a part of it was funny to me because I was like, well, I'm just gonna play it, and I'm like, yo, it is kind of funny. I'm gonna play it first, and you know we might get a group text like, yo, y'all should have been more sensitive, but whatever. It won't be the first time. Oh, they put that up. You put it up. Watch this. So this part was funny to me. I'm gonna play it. I ain't gonna laugh. I don't want to taint the water.
Just play it, bro. Come on here.
And we're demanding the release of the body cam footage. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
That's we're here
just to respect life, any life.
Go ahead, Zadis. My computer acting slow, so I don't know where it's at.
We're not condoning anything.
You gotta pause it.
We want accountability.
I think yeah, she definitely black from the hand movements and all of that. What she say? I'm a woman of color. She got something in her. She got black kids, but I think that was the wrong place. She might be emotional, but you don't go off on them trying to do something and hold the cops accountable. Like that's some Negro peace.
They was protesting in front of her building where they was killed. So they had a road blocked off. She was trying to come get her stuff. They had it blocked off. She lived in the same building with the dude.
No, I saw that, but I'm saying all of that hollering, you ain't finna get through. You hollering about, well, what was y'all going? Two things could be true at the same time, like you say all the time. Yeah, we need to do better about mental health in the community, but to go at Black Lives Matter, I think, yeah, you're doing too much. I'm going to ask you to have several seats. I know ain't no minds being changed, but they trying to do what they can at that point. You got HIPAA laws, so you can't really know when somebody is truly mentally ill unless you spending some time on them. But them trying to hold the police accountable for shooting the man is so I
think it's one of those things where I gotta have empathy. Think again too. It's because they shot at her and her kids. Yo. I don't know how I would react in that situation. Somebody shoot at you and your kids, yo, and then these jokers out here protesting.
I don't think they was protesting the shooting of the kids, and I get it. Thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly, like she was right. Her kids, that's Mama Bear. I mean, but your kids is safe now. The dude is dead. All right, you make your point of, look, I wish y'all had been out here before to help this young man before he started shooting in my spot. If he had shot in her spot like 2 times and the community didn't do nothing the first time, all right. Yeah, you got it right there, sis. You should be super angry. Like, I call y'all clout chasers or whatever, but how they supposed to know and how they supposed to really, they gonna prevent him? They're not the police. How they gonna prevent him from shooting in your crib? That's a question for you. Please explain that to me. And then why is you taking that anger out on them and trying to hold the police accountable? They didn't say him shooting in your crib was justifiable. He got mental health issues. Now that it's documented, hey, police, you should have took a different route. This is why we want to defund y'all now. I don't see why she's going hard at them. Unless
I know. I see exactly why she's going hard. Like you said, 2 things can be right at the same time. I see exactly why they doing what they doing. And I see exactly why she going hard too. Like, yo, if a joker shoot in your crib and then somebody come by and start protesting about, I could definitely see like, wow, like, yo, y'all wilding right now. Y'all gotta relax. I could definitely see it.
And we're gonna put up the comment, but I mean, you don't know that. Again, if he had went in there and shot her and her kids, would anybody be out there protesting or mad? I mean, you could say that, but
no, that's the question she posed. She was like, "Would y'all be out here?" She was like,
yeah.
"No, we don't know what would happen because that's the great. If it was a split, we'd be all be high type of joint." But I'm saying I completely understand why she like, yo, y'all bugging right now, especially y'all protesting in front of my crib. Especially,
I mean, it was only one person too. When they zoomed out, it was like,
nah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like if you would have played it longer, like when they went to the right or the left or whatever it was, like it was like mad people out there. I said, yo, like they
But
can't.
I mean, the dude in the grass standing in front of the building, like, who is you? Well, look, here's one thing I know. The family of the guy who was killed, they done retained attorney Ben Crump. That's in the let me add this article. Yeah, so they about to get paid. You know, Ben, I don't know if you've seen it. Ben got his documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, I just seen it this morning, yo. I said, yo, this joke. Then you work with him, right? Then you work with him before?
Yeah, at NBA. I see Ben all the time. I've always, I think I've come to understand him more and appreciate him.
Hold on. Don't get fired.
I ain't gonna get. Look, we don't worry about that. Remember, we out the rat race. What
was your opinion?
I'm about to tell you. So I used to feel some type of way. You know, us going to Howard Law every time he would get on CNN or somewhere, and it just like, man, you could take Toastmasters or something, bro. Like, nah, man. But then when you recognize it's part of his strategy, and he talks about it in that documentary,
yeah,
I've grown to appreciate him. Like, that makes you seem like the common man and helps you stay connected. Because some stuff are like articulation, and I'm country. We established that. You can't get the Mississippi out of some people. And apparently you can't get the Alabama out of some people too. But as I watched the documentary, I was like, yeah, dude ain't got no time for Toastmasters. He's moving here, he's moving there. I used to always cringe and be like, please put your boy on. Because his partner, the shorter black, stocky black dude with like the bald head, is very articulate. And you know, we judge by one of us in certain communities. So I used to always cringe, but I've grown to appreciate and respect the hustle. And
that's interesting because I didn't know, obviously I didn't know you were gonna say that part. I thought you were gonna go someplace else with it. We always been like, he should take some Toastmasters. Son. I still think he should do. There's nothing. You can be quote unquote of the people and be articulate at the same time. Like the stuff that how he presents himself. Because I'm trying to get better too. That's the main thing with me starting this whole podcast and all that. Just getting into the habit of articulation and enunciation and points.
Got me, got him.
They were paying up for you, yo. That's just for bad.
Got him. I'm just saying though, it used to be really, really bad, and I would just, oh, dude. But you're right. Yeah. You could be we passed them stages where nah, man. We all smart and can articulate if we so choose.
If we so choose. So for me, I think for him, I haven't seen his documentary. I think he leaned into that, not sounding articulate for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He leaned into that, and I check his documentary out to see why he leaned into that. But it reminds me of this writer. I forgot his name, but he's from Brooklyn, and he was saying like, he was walking around. So he's Harvard educated, Ivy League, whatever, but he still talked like Spike Lee, basically, with the hard Brooklyn accent. And he said it hit him one day. He was like, I forgot where he was at. He was like, yo, why? So he's like 20 years removed from Brooklyn. And he still sound like Brooklyn, when Harvard, Yale, whatever. He's like, yo, why do I really sound like this? He was like, it's one of those things where he just felt like that made him more authentic. You know what I'm saying? And that maybe it does with some people, but like Ben Crump, if you listening, I never met you. We break bread if I come NBA, whatever. But bro, I think you need to really rethink that Toastmaster joint, because bro, you be sounding crazy.
Bro, listen, but here's the other thing too. He's out the rat race. Like my hair, he ain't got to change nothing about himself. His people love him. People still calling him. You watch the documentary. He blowing up. He's good. He's real.
So I was asking you. We talk about that off air. I thought you worked with him in another capacity.
All right, we got to move to the next one because we running out of time. This yours. It's your time, brother. It's your spot.
So this happened this week or last week. I don't know when I shared this with you.
This week. This was this week. Yeah.
So initially, I was like, Sesame Street is not that far from me. So I've been to Sesame Street many a time. So when I first saw the videos, like the first video, I was like, I said it's gonna be my Negro P.I.N.G section. So we giving people the back end pause of how this thing is made. So I was like, it's gonna be my Negro P.I.N.G section. Initially, I thought like, yo, you know what? Them kids might be, because Sesame Street is not that far from Philly. I said, them kids might be them baby kids, yo. You don't know what happened before. They might have been terrorizing. I don't even know what character that is. But then I started seeing videos from other places, and I was like, you know what? I might have to just revisit or think again to that Negro P.I.N.G section, because I don't know, bro. It seemed like they had an
internal... set it up for the people that may not know, brother.
All right. So
what happened?
Put it back on it. Put it back up again. Oh, you don't got the video. Never mind. So basically, there's a multiple black families. So initially, it was just one black family shared a video. I don't even know if they shared a video about their kid being treated differently. Like I don't know what character that was. Just say his name is.
I got you the video. Let's let them see it, and then.
If you can't get enough of us on TV,
now your video will resume in 27 seconds. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, so basically, you don't gotta. You can take the video off. So basically, the puppet Muppet, whatever it is, they call it. The Muppet was treating their kid differently. Didn't get their kid a 5. You can clearly see, like, before they got to them, he was high, all jolly. As soon as he got to their kid, he basically just straight ignored them. So I was like, I've been to Sesame Place. I know how these kids get down. I was like, they may have been one of those kids, but then they show other videos of other kids and other characters doing the same thing to black kids. And I was like, oh, this was like a memo. This was like a meeting that they had. It was like, yo, we're not, whatever the meeting was, maybe it was like to do with the Mississippi. Like these niggas, we not giving them high fives or nothing. I don't know what it was, but they about to get paid though. I think they're gonna get paid, bro.
I think they're gonna get paid.
They might get Ben Crump.
Look, I don't know if that's civil rights or not, but the video is there, like you said, it's pretty egregious. My man was like, I'm like, ooh, you just don't do kids. Oh, they ain't got Ben Crump. They got somebody else. So here's the video here, y'all. You can see it. Love to everybody. Nope. And the poor little girls is looking.
Look at you.
Yeah. And as a mother should, you don't want your kids to go through that kind of pain. And it was like, oh no, he was picking up the babies. This was a one-time incident, but whoever wearing that costume, I mean, they put a whole statement out and everything, because people saw this and was like, man, I would hate for my children to feel that way. And then the pile on was just big. Yeah, see, that's the lawyer. That ain't Ben Crump. They
got a black dude. Okay.
Yeah. They better with all of the support, and then all kinds of other people just started
coming out. Yeah. And that's when I had to like, you know what? Let me think again.
Yeah, this is a think again. So look, he done did all of that. She right there. You gonna hug somebody? Boom! Like, dang, bro, she was trying to get your attention with the hand, and that damaged the kids. So all of these parents, yeah, man, it was no love for you. Oh, but I'll feel on you though. Yeah.
You know what's gonna be funny? Did they release who was the person that was in the costume?
Nah, they ain't did it yet. I think that person might want to start looking for a job, because I could see us going now just to see, And if you treat my kids differently, I could see one of these parents, them hands finna come out on you, bro. You not finna keep getting away with that, and it just be like, oh, nah, you're not finna do that. Emotional damage to my small.
So, you saying finna too. You gotta get rid of finna, yo. You're not finna.
Hey, look, that's why I say we's are free. That's why I say I've come to understand. You know, I respect it. I respect your hustle. It's kind of like I equated to some things to like Barack, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. They so focused on some things. One thing that you don't want to have to think about is the clothes you're gonna wear. You trying to solve a million other things, so you just got to automate some stuff. And we're using finna and to some extent other words. Yeah, that's not
Jesse.
I ain't got the bandwidth to be trying to curtail for everybody and their mama. So that's that, man. The Sesame. I'm glad because you called me and you was ready to go in. Like, yeah, these little baby kids be grabbing on them. I don't blame them, and I'm glad you thought again and saw that. So that was that.
We we got 15. Let's get into who we are.
Who we are. Okay. All right. I got you.
So go ahead, because you told I seen it on Netflix, and we supposed to have talked about it a couple weeks ago. What was your initial thoughts? So I can tell you mine, since I run laps around y'all, and when it comes to African studies and all that type of stuff. But go ahead, brother.
This Jesse couldn't even say diaspora.
I said it's diaspora. It depends on who you're talking to, man.
I had to get a dig in there on you. So yeah, we watched it and talked about it. They are who we think they are, man. And that goes, I think you mentioned this and we kind of forgot about it or didn't get to it right away. But like the Mississippi police chief, talking about shooting something, he's counting his bodies. Like, I got 13 bodies. And what happened in Minneapolis, man, I'm not surprised, bro. But the who we are, it's just a chronicle of racism in America, and it just go through slavery, some of the stuff we've been taught, and is really good. I think I shared like 2 weeks ago, I watched it with my son and my wife, and we really enjoyed it because some of the stuff you don't learn about. And I think is he Harvard educated? And he starts off like, yeah, I didn't know about some of this stuff until like yesterday, when I was years old or something like that. Like slavery and all of that, how it was really the cause. They trying to teach us that no, it wasn't about that. It was about states' rights and all of this. And old boy point out like, yo, we was producing like, I think I'm not exaggerating. It was in the billions. I don't know the exact number, but he was like, you know how much cotton you got to pick to produce 9 billion pounds of cotton? Cotton don't weigh nothing. 9 billion pounds. He's like, they was getting that guap up off us.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I think everybody should watch it. Obviously, I'm biased, but this is American history, people. And it's part of American history that, we don't talk about enough. So I think, at one time, just for those that don't know, that don't follow me or whatever, at one time, I think you probably been in one of these classic people. There was this thing going around on Instagram, not on Instagram, on Facebook, saying that they don't want to see any more slave movies. And I was like, we need more. I said, and the reason we need more, because there's so many more stories to tell. We don't necessarily have to have the same storyline. But this is a way of life. So the way most people are not going to sit down and read a book, bro. Like, the libraries are never popping. Like, to get a #1 New York Times bestseller, you got to sell like 10,000 copies. Yo, there's 300 million people in the country, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how many people don't read books and don't buy books. So I think the next best medium for, us 2020, the new millennials and all that is the video medium, right? So documentaries, movies, whatever. Obviously, you want them to be accurate, but they also got to be entertaining too. But I think he did a great job. When I was watching, I said, you know what? He's been doing this for years, man.
His talk? Yeah.
And trying to find out that the research on it, he's been doing it for years. I say even because he was like a comedian with it. Like, he just had it down. Like, he knew the points, when to pause, all that type of stuff. He probably went to Toastmasters. You know what I mean? So I was
That
like,
part.
the thing that stood out to me is like I was familiar with most of the information, just seeing it. Like I think the visual give you a different aspect when you than just straight reading about the stuff. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I agree. I'm glad you I'm glad you watched it, and that kind of helps us transition into our next topic, which is get paid. Young niggas get paid. If you went to a HBCU, like 10 HBCUs earn more than other black graduates in their states. You could guess that they in the South, but this is just when people talk about networks and why you go to PWIs in certain cities. This is why you go to HBCUs, because we look out for one another. I've always contended. I get a resume with Howard. It's like say less. I'm about to try to advocate. I'm a try to coach you. Make sure you understand the
make sure you put them links in the chat so people get
principle. Yeah, I will. The principle of, hey man, you got to pay it forward.
Where Howard on this list, yo?
Howard ain't on this list because you know in DC is different. It's mainly the South, Mississippi, New Orleans, Tuskegee, Nashville, Tallahassee, Atlanta, Hampton, Virginia. Them smaller cities, they looking out for one another. Them alumni is strong. They usually settle there and stay, and they looking for people that went to their alma mater, and I love it, man.
I think that's going on nationally too. I read this research not too long ago about how black HBCU alumni performs in comparison to everybody else, and I think nationally we're performing better than everybody else.
14.8 billion in economic impact. This from April 4th, 2022. So this is current. Yeah, we getting paid. So all of that old conventional wisdom of you need to go to a PWI for network and all of that. Yeah. Let me get my banner right here.
Yeah, where you had at? Yeah.
Think again. I got the crown. Remember, we don't need no. Think again. That ain't what it is. So
I was gonna say,
there. Go ahead.
What you were saying? I cut you off. I couldn't hear you. What you say?
No, I was just saying I was closing out on that. We just wanted to put that information out there that forget what you heard.
Yeah, now I was gonna say so you know there's this wave of in our community about people saying you don't need college and all that. I think we talked about that on here too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm like, we talked about it last week. I said one of the main reasons why you go to college, because people think, you know, it doesn't equate to jobs or whatever. Like one, you go for the network. Now we talked about last week. I said if I didn't go to Howard Law, how would I be able to get you on the phone like that? You know what I mean? Just to call. Like you really go for part of where you go for is go for that social network, which equates to social capital. Who you can get on the phone that's going to take your call to move some things. And college is a great place to get that and nurture that. So I think, you know, the most important thing I always say, because I don't do the PWI versus HBCU thing, because I love both of mine. You know what I'm saying? Like I do put Howard above Rutgers only because Howard was way smaller and it was
don't get fired, brother.
Don't get fired, but I love both of them. So I think you got to go where you think you are going to be the best fit for you, and where you're going to think you're gonna nurture these relationships after school. So
no, go ahead.
Yeah, so for most, I think for some, if not most, black students, that's probably their best fit is probably at an HBCU.
All right, we just dropping jewels on y'all so y'all can know what to do. Put that Uber.
When Tammy was in there, Tammy Sawyer. I didn't know that. You kept that to yourself, bro.
I posted on it. I gave her
the Howard Law. For people that don't know, she was the Howard Law, and I think she's a Hampton alum. Matter of fact, I know she's a Hampton alum.
Yeah, she got one of the statues in Memphis, one of the Confederate statues in Memphis taken down and ran for mayor. I don't remember if she won, but I gave her a shout out and hit her up. Look, Tammy, you must have unfriended me or something. But it's cool. We still got love.
You probably said something like
we be offending all kind of people sometimes, and we said it on here, grace and mercy. It ain't the intention. Sometimes it is what it is. This next topic, we got we're gonna move quickly through this. Saw this and thought about it because we try to talk about TV, music, and books. R&B is so obsessed with being toxic right now, man. Where are the N-words who just want to be in love, man? I'm tired. Brent, Giveon, and now DVSN bring love songs back. So I'm gonna play this. I don't know if you heard this, bro. Listen, it's called.
Only play a little bit. You don't want to get.
I got it. It's called "If I Get Caught."
If I get caught, okay.
So I'm just going the hook. Yeah. So if I get caught cheating, that don't mean I don't love you. I'm with this post right here. Like, man.
You know what it is, though, man. I talk about this all the time. It's not, you know, you're getting old when you don't relate to the music, but also just like, I don't know. We just in this. Everything is like shocking now. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like,
how many different ways can you recreate or say, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind? I think they just trying hard, man. All of them just trying hard. And it's like, well, you see where that path led our boy. That wasn't a good look for him. So y'all might want to go back to, like you said, our parents, the generation before us, man, they was putting out, you got songs. What's your boy name? Oh,
that's Lenny Williams. Yeah, Lenny Williams.
Lenny is begging the whole song. Like, you know that brother in love. Like, we just done got away from some stuff. So that was the music. DVSN, they don't even have real names. Like, what does that stand for? If I Get Caught.
So hold on. So you confused me. So you recommending that, or you saying nah?
Nah, I'm saying nah, bro. You heard what he said. Stop it, man. Look, this brother. Look, let me put your Negro. Let me put your face up here all by you. You saw how he tried to set me up like the sheriff. Oh, so you recommending that song, huh? You believe in that, huh? Let me say more. How many?
Hey, more? That's what I'm saying. Yo, I was like, yo. At first, I'm like, yo, what is Joker? Where he going with it? I'm like, yo, are you co-signing this song?
I showed you. That's why I showed the quote first.
Yeah.
Because I agree with it. The music done got toxic. Listen, I wanted to show you this just for people, and I went and got your dividend achiever. This is the young man that was at the premiere, the Truth Jones, the Truth 2024. At 14 years old, or what? At 14, he made $100,000. Now he's 14 and making $100,000 a month just from learning options. His mom gave him like $5,000 after she taught him options, and he just kept flipping it. So he's got a real informative page. I don't follow too many people, but I was like, you know what, youngin, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna show your video to my son, because he said what got him started is he saw some kid in Chicago that was a little bit older than him that was getting paid off of options, and he started researching. Yo, Google of dividend achievers. I'm gonna post this in there.
Yeah, so it's gonna be multiple research. I actually gotta you know what? I'm gonna start promoting the book list again because it's on my Amazon book read, I believe.
Yeah,
I got a couple books over here on, but I used to be heavy investor, man. So it's but when
Joel, your mama named you DeTravius, I'm gonna call you DeTravius. I'm just showing the people all of these. They got them in alphabetical order. All the 2022 stocks that provide a dividend, it tells you the annual payout. So for every share for $34, you can make that $34 could make $1. Your job, what we did was we went through something like this, picked the ones that we thought had room for the price to go up, and we looked at the ones with the dividends. So what I'll post is that's what it's going to be. And it's like, for $100, where can I get the most money? Who gonna give me the most money every year? $100 here, $99.99. You get $1.44 every year. So it's something that's better than that out there. Like, see, this one's $71, but you getting $2.38 for every $70. or Best Buy, you're getting $3.52. So your task is to figure out how can I make the most money. We at time.
Time. You want to hit the preach? Go ahead.
Heavenly Father, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for all your grace and mercy. Continue to work with us and bless us. In your son, Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Boom. There we go, man. Like, share, rate, review, all that other good stuff. All right, peace. Let me hit that end broadcast joint.